I'm like, I wonder if I can even talk about it because of all the like legal stuff connected to it. What's up, guys? So today it's gonna be a little bit different. I'm gonna be doing a story time video on my car accident. I have quite a few story time videos. I'm still not sure if I want to have a separate day for them. I'm placing it today on my regular days that I post, which are Fridays and Saturdays, but I'm not sure if I want to do like this is a main thing or my fitness is a main thing, but we'll see what happens. You know, I'm still testing it out. This is only my 4th video, so bear with me. We're testing things out, guys. So it was September of 2017. It was last September. I don't know why it took me so long to remember that. I was driving, and I drive a 2009 Honda CR-V. I will put a picture right here. Me and my friend were on our way to take my test because I didn't want to be alone on the drive. It's like earlier, it's like 7 or 8, and so we start driving, and then we get to this we get to a complete stop because the light ahead of us is red and there's like a long line of traffic. So we're right there, and normally I'm really good about checking my rearview mirror, but I just didn't look. I was talking to her. I was trying to drink my Rockstar. I think we were both holding it, and then all of a sudden, like, I don't even know if I could describe the feeling. I just jerked forward, like, hard. I'm actually shocked that my face did not hit the steering wheel. And I was like, before I could even say anything, I jerked again. And I was like, did somebody, and it felt like somebody hit me and then reversed and then hit me again. That's what because I had jerked twice, and it was weird, and it did go in slow motion. And my first emotional reaction was, who the just hit my car? My poor car. Like, I just kept thinking, like, how bad is the damage? I remember thinking that it was pushed in to the back seats because it's a crossover, so I thought that it pushed all the way to the back seats. It wasn't that bad. I will post the photo here. It is bad, but it's not as bad as I was imagining it. My first physical reaction was to put, I think I put my leg out, and I turned around, and I was just like, are you f***ing stupid? Or I think that's what something along the line. I definitely said the F word, and I definitely asked a question that was rude. So I pull off to the side, and I'm shaking at this point, and I go, and I'm like, okay, I have to call somebody. And my first phone call was 911. I called, and the operator was asking me, obviously, basic questions, like, where are you? What color is your car? And I remember when she asked me what color my car was, I was trying to, she asked me which street I was on, and I was trying to think. I was like, wait, I'm thinking, hold on. And she's like, okay, what color is your car? And I'm like, wait, I was trying to think of the street because I thought that was more important. And she was like, no, what color is your car? And she was like, what color is your car? Like, she kind of like, I don't think she yelled at me. I don't think she meant to be rude. I think she was just frustrated because I was acting up. So I understand her point of view completely now. But I yelled at her. And at this point, I should have mentioned this, but some other guy had walked up next to me. I don't know who it was. It was the guy in front of me, actually. And I was like, oh, that's nice. He came out, but that's a side note. And he's right there. And I was like, I just got in a car accident. Give me 1 second. Like, I got kind of rowdy with her. And he, like, reaches out, and I just give him my phone because I'm like, you look stable. You're nice. You actually pulled over to check on us. That's really sweet of you. After that, I'm just sitting there freaking out, and I keep asking my friend, like, oh my God, is it bad? Is it bad? Like, what's wrong? Is it, like, bad? And she looks over, and she's like, don't turn around. And that confirmed that my car was all right, like, halfway in, because you exaggerate things in your mind sometimes with your memory. I was such a wreck. I was a wreck. Anyway, he gives me my phone back. Cops are on their way at this point. And then I want to say I called my mom. I believe I called her first. So she's just like, I'm on my way. And then at this point, I had already, one of the biggest reasons why I thought my car was caved in all the way is because I had taken a look at my side view, because he was, like, behind me parked, but, like, over here. And his car was, like, it was totaled. I'll put a picture right here. I ended up finding out later that he had to push his car out of the way. He couldn't even turn on and drive. That's how bad it was. It's a brand new truck. Like, how do you total it that bad? And he didn't even, I don't know, not to mention, he didn't even stop. Because I didn't hear any screeching tires. There was no tire marks on the floor. So he was literally, like, texting. And then all of a sudden, bam, like, he hit. The guy had come out of his car to, I think this was while the other guy was on the phone with the cops or 911. He came up and he was like this, and he's like, I'm so sorry, like, it was an accident, and I looked at him and I was like, don't talk to me, I don't want to be a bitch to you right now, but I'm really pissed. Come to find out that the guy that was calling, the one that stopped, and I thought he was so nice for, stopping and checking on us, he was actually the second jerk. Because remember, I said I felt like somebody reversed and hit me again. What happened was this guy hit me so hard that I flung and hit the guy in front of me. I just remembered the comment that this guy in front of me made. He was like, damn it, now I gotta fix my bumper. And I just looked at him like, really? Really right now? And then I think he realized what he said, and then he kind of just stood quiet. As I was finding out more information, I found out that, first of all, the guy driving the truck was 16 years old. No license. There was no insurance on the truck, so everything had to come out of my insurance, which was really, like, just not, we weren't prepared for it. He had told one cop that he was putting away his phone, and he had told another cop that he was picking it up because, like, his friend was calling him. I mean, I have been guilty of that, like, oh, let me change the song real quick, or let me just text back a friend, okay, or let me text while I'm at a red light. But he had to have been looking and zoned out at his phone for at least, I was stopped for a good, like 6 or 7 seconds. But, like, to be texting for, like, looking at your phone and not, like, that, I don't know how people do that. And at 16 years old, when I was 16 learning how to drive, I didn't even want to listen to music because it would distract me. I was sore for a couple days. I definitely suffered when it came to the gym because, remember, I regularly go to the gym, and I was devastated because I couldn't go to the gym for 2 weeks, which sucked. Oh my god, it sucked. Not to mention the chiropractor said something about my psoas muscles, which is going to be right here. So right where your leg kind of meets your torso, and it's both sides. So the chiro told me that was, he didn't say damage or anything dramatic like that, but he did say that took a hit for sure, because when I got, shoved in, my knees must have pushed in and put a lot of pressure. So when I did start working out again, I had to use the machines, which sucked. Like, and remember, I would deadlift, I would do the squats, I'd do all the fancy stuff, the bodybuilding stuff. I'm not a well, I technically am a bodybuilder, but you know what I mean, like, I think it hit me emotionally more. Long story short, I just had a lot of anxiety driving. I just got over it recently. I'm scared of certain small things, and I get too much anxiety sometimes. My friend was worse off. Her neck, she said, we both suffered whiplash, but her, she couldn't sleep for months. It was really hard for her to get comfortable because her neck was so messed up. That whole thing was just a mess. It was just a cluster. And I remember I had just started talking to this guy, and I called him crying and right after I called my mom. And he was like, I was like, wow, this is, usually I don't really like crying in front of guys, especially if I'm dating them, and especially if we just started talking. I still kind of get cramps in my psoas area every now and then. It just kind of reminds me, hey, this happened, you injured yourself here at some point. But yeah, so really hope you guys enjoyed this story time. I tried to make it serious but also lighthearted at the same time, because I don't know, I don't want to make it too serious on you guys. But let me know if you guys like these, because I like telling them, and I have plenty of stories. Some are funnier, some are more serious, but I think you guys would like them a lot. So just let me know, and I will see you guys next week.